All right, so welcome back to the Wednesday the Reboot, and today we got in KLTOYBOX, Kaori Hamilton-London. So what we're gonna do, you see that little screen down here? It probably has my logo, and under him he has his logo. Well, there's gonna be another screen there because we're gonna unbox the Zeo Red. What?
Oh, yeah, super stoked.
Shout out to everyone who used our hashtag ZillaVerseKL for the Alpha Photography Challenge. So
yeah, I've been checking out the tags, and there's a lot of really dope shots that people have taken.
And then
a lot of people.
Yeah, I'll share them all at the end, and I'll put up like everyone's name, and I'll share those at the end. My fucking chair. Piece of. Okay, I think it's good. But yeah, I put my Alpha to the test, man. I really did. I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I completely dismantled mine for a couple ideas that I had.
I just saw that idea you had, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
I'm trying to make it a little bit better.
It's been up for a couple of days. I mean, it was pretty crazy when you put that up. Got a really cool reaction. No, my one with the robot arms coming after him, that got a pretty good response.
I really like that one. That one was awesome. It was really clean too.
Well, I was thinking like, what do I have that could fit into Power Rangers? And I feel like they could be part of the mechanical army from in Zeo.
Yeah, from the Machine
or
Empire.
whatever. In Machine Empire. Yeah. What was his name? Mordock? What was his?
Mondo.
Yeah.
King Mondo.
Yeah. So. Yeah, man. So who was Alpha in Zeo?
Alpha was still Alpha, but he was just reformatted kind of. So his suit was a little bit updated because he was damaged during the transfer from the command center to the power chamber. And then it's a really cool transition, the way they go from their like ninja powers essentially into not having them, and then going into the destroyed command center to then find a basement level where the power chamber was. And it's like a whole new remodeled, updated tech, real clean. And then obviously it's kind of like Mighty Morphin again, how they each get their powers, and Zordon talks to them like they're children, and they're like, "Here's your new Zeo powers," and then we get 5 new Rangers, and then Billy's just chilling.
Important question. He was a tech advisor in the command center. If you look up on Wikipedia.
Yeah. Whatever.
Did you ever try to get Alpha to twerk?
No, but you did.
I'm trying.
And my girlfriend would. If I was like, "Hey, make him twerk," you'd be like, "Okay."
Dude, you can't tell the audience that you have a girlfriend because, like, you're the pretty one of the show. No. So, like, you're the eye candy.
I can. No, don't message me. Don't waste my time. Don't talk to me. Leave me alone, please.
Speaking of messaging, I had someone from, I believe, Australia. His name's, I forgot it. I don't want to mess up his name, so I won't say it, but I'll put his name on the bottom. But he's going to send me a throne for Power Rangers. So it looked really cool. It was like a grassy thing. I believe he said he lives in Australia.
That's cool.
I believe. Yeah. And I would jump out and check all that info, but I can't right now. So
yeah, right.
Yeah. So yeah, it'd be really cool. I mean, if it gets here and and I don't know, that's a long trip. But yeah, I will definitely do a video on it, and I will shout him out in the video and stuff too. So, because I think that's just awesome. He said I inspired him to do stuff, and I was like, dude, that's crazy cool. Like, it's weird to hear that because I feel like sometimes I'm faking it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if this will pass, and I'm like,
yeah.
So all right, I'll do something at certain angles so you don't see how I messed this up, or there might be like a nick of paint that isn't the right color, and I'm like, nope, I can't. So, and sometimes you don't notice stuff till you're outside. You have all your stuff set up, and you're like about to take the picture. Sun's right, and you're like, oh no, I gotta turn it this way because I missed like a red spot here. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but no, it was really cool, and he showed me some of the stuff he did, and he did the Hulk. He did the quantum suit Hulk that I did.
Oh yeah, that's right. The white suit.
The recipe wasn't me. It was like Jacob Toys, I believe is his name. And I shouted him out when I did. I was like, I got this recipe from him, and they used like the Thanos body, and he did it, and it looked really cool. And it's awesome that someone took the idea, not that I did, but I showed how to do it, the process.
Oh, you're right, in one of your videos.
Yeah, and then he went ahead and did it. I was like, that's crazy, and it looked good. And I was like, that was a fun one, wasn't it? He's like, that was awesome. And I was like, that's cool. And you can bond over doing the same, like, paint and build. Like, that's a cool, crazy thing. But anyway, back to what we're getting into. This guy right here.
This guy
I will not
Legacy
have to add.
Bandai Zeo Red.
Wait, is it the 5.5?
No, this is the big one.
All right, so yeah, so we're gonna jump into this. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I'm not gonna have to customize. I won't have to customize him because he looks perfect. Yeah. All right, what were you telling me about the shadow in the face?
Shadow in the face? Oh, for the human sculpt.
Yeah.
So whenever I was, let me throw this aside. Whenever I was at Target, let me get mine. There was a couple different looking head sculpts for Zeo Red. It wasn't like a huge thing, but there was shading under the eyes and kind of near the nose to give it more depth. Let me turn this around so I can show you what I'm talking about. Oh, hello. So get him on his face. Get some lighting on his face.
You know what? I'm gonna mute myself because that.
There we go. So on his face, you can't clearly tell. Let me put my hand behind here. There's a little bit of shading. Gives it a little bit more personality. And the reason I say that there's a couple of different variants is because whenever I was at Target, there was a couple that looked very ghostly and that didn't have like any, like, I guess, emotion or a feeling of warmth to their skin and the details and the slight coloration in the cheeks and the nose area, and also the eyes weren't as straight as this one is. But the head sculpt looks better in person for sure. His forehead's a little, I feel like it's big. Maybe push this down just a tad. They did get the earring. The overall hairstyle is something that we've all been talking about wanting in a Tommy figure. They did a good job. I mean, we could probably add a little paint to that little hairband back here for his mini ponytail. But it looks really good. It puts it on alpha. Probably doesn't realize that he's still muted. And then, I mean, it's a really nice figure. I was excited. There's a few differences in this Zeo figure and the Gold Ranger compared to the Blue Ranger, which we'll talk about towards like the end of the video. But he has decent accessories. It just proves that they will go the extra mile for the sword, because I think us complaining about it at least made us get a Zeo Red with weapons, and hopefully any future release of Zeo we do get weapons, because if we don't, it'll be stupid. Because honestly, Zeo Blue, even on Amazon, he's one of the, and on Hasbro he has like 3 stars or something, and that's generous. It's a great figure, but without the weapons, like, what's the point?
Did he get like a bigger effect or something, or what did he get?
He got like the same effect that White Ranger had or something from like the first wave. It was nothing special. Like, the only thing that's special about the Blue Ranger is how stark white he is compared to most other figures in the line.
Yeah.
Like, this figure is super white, even compared to Zeo Red. He's definitely like pure white.
The suit is like matte, and the helmet has like a light gloss on it.
Yeah,
that's
the helmet looks really dope,
because that's more of how it really is. Yeah, man. I'm just gonna have to add some detail on mine, like in the Zeo parts and the boots. You did the boots on yours, right?
No, not yet. I said I was gonna, but I decided that I'm lazy.
So how could you make the Zeo part that goes on the butterfly shoulder? How could they make that better so it's not like that, but still looks like it's part of the suit?
Well, I
know a lot of people complain about it, but I don't know how you can make it any better.
I mean, here I am looking at the wrong figure. I was like staring at Blue, like, oh, I can tell you. Blue can tell you.
Well, it's the same.
I mean, not really. Kind of. I mean, they could definitely do a better, I mean, they could have definitely added the texture detail into the shoulder, the butterfly, a little bit more. Like, they added on the end, so like there is something, but they could have extended it. It doesn't necessarily have to make sense, but like, it doesn't make sense whenever there's like a repeat of this layer, but it would definitely help to make it more cohesive. And I don't know that they could do much better.
I don't think so either. I think it's like, I don't know if I would even have done that much. I might have just left it without that at all. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe continue it on the back a little bit. Not much there, but they could definitely do it
I'm
on the
still
back a
not
little
gonna.
bit, I guess.
I have no
I guess.
complaints. Like, this gold on him is good.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is a good
different gold. It's not that yellow. It's a gold.
It is gold. 100% gold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that first gold art was like yellow.
Yeah, he still is. Even the second one's yellow.
Yeah, the head's cool. Well, I saw someone put it side by side and it looked more gold.
It's just so they added a gold weathering to him. He's not. They look identical. Like under certain lighting, they look identical. What is interesting to note is in trade of the Zeo Saber, well, the red star, the star sword, or the red Zeo Saber, or the power sword, or whatever they call it, and the multiple times they change what it's called in the show until they get some consistency. So this sword it's pretty nice. I feel like it's like a single layer of gold paint on the sword. Again, I wish it was shrank to like the holstered version, and then we got this version. I don't know that it would cost.
That's asking for a lot, man.
Or just the small version. I mean, the small version makes more sense. They don't use this a ton. And then the only reason I say anything about it is just because they added the gold to the bottom, and it's a little bit of a different gold and a different blue for Zeo Blue's release.
Wait, you have which one's the one on the right?
All right, so this is Zeo Red.
Yeah.
And this is Zeo Blue.
Shut up.
They're a different blue, and there's gold added to the end of it. No, I'm serious.
It's so dumb, dude.
It's 100% a different blue. Even like it may not show up on camera, but to the naked eye, like the Zeo Blue one.
Oh, I can see it. It's clear as day, dude.
The sculpt's also a little tiny bit different too. The hilt of the sword, or the handle, I should say, is definitely smaller, like a little bit thinner than the red one. That's so funny.
I'm trying to think of how I can pose this thing.
Oh yeah, they're different golds too. If you want to know, those are nitpicks.
Okay, guys. If you're listening, it's okay. It's the best toy I've ever had.
It's a nitpick.
For Zoe.
There's just no consistency. There's no consistency, and then I'll show you guys the hand difference. Which wow, do
I need to explain who our president is? We don't need consistency in toys, okay?
Just saying. Look at how white this one is compared to this. You got dirty gloves, clean gloves, but they did change this from the white that I think it is to silver. So that's why you're 3 stars.
I'm gonna play over here. Pew, pew. No, so look at that pose. What? Hey,
so I think this is my favorite Tommy head that we have right now.
So we get 2 swords. We get 1 gun, 1 blaster.
Mm-hmm.
And we get 4 hands, 2 sets of hands.
Yeah, fist hands and then 2 gripping hands. One of the gripping hands is a trigger for your hand, and the other one is just a gripping hand.
That's cool. Have we had that yet?
I think Zeo Blue has trigger and
SPD, doesn't he? SPD does.
No, yes. No, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. Here's his blaster. Let's compare it to Zeo Blue's because there's paint missing on this. So in trade off from the Tonfas, I'll put Zeo Blues on top. It's not a good paint. Let me see. Let's get the light on this a little bit more. So Zeo Blues is on the top with the gold extending past just the symbol. And the other one, Zeo Reds, is on the bottom. It does continue on both sides. If you need proof, here it is. Now Zeo Blue is on the bottom. And that's another nitpick, but that's what the trade-off was over the Tonfas, was more paint on his standard weapons that they don't use too often.
Hey, does Tim Embry make those prints for that?
He sure does. I have one right here for this exact moment.
Well,
This is the Zeo Star Saber. This is it's not done, obviously. I sanded it down a little bit pointed the edge a little bit and added just one coat so far of gray primer, just to get the details that I want. There is lots of nice detail in here that you can't really see because I put a light primer on it, so it doesn't really get the details to show off, but it is really nice. And the only reason I have this one is just because I think there was a symmetry error with the Hasbro one.
Okay.
But I never had the Fighting Spirit one from Legacy, so I can't tell you for sure. But that's just a nitpick again. But yes, Timbri 3D. He makes prints. I also have Tonfas, but I don't remember where I put them.
There's my pose. I got it.
Here's the Zeo stars. You can see it's kind of weird looking. Obviously, it's a weird angle. Let me give it justice. It looks like Patrick's star on a crucifix. It's so done.
That's so stupid.
I can't unsee it. But the detail is nice. The gold's nice.
That's gonna be the title. I'm gonna title this video Patrick Star Crucifix.
It's a sturdy but soft plastic, so you shouldn't worry about breaking it, but it's definitely breakable. And here are the, oh man, I just knocked the table over. Here is the trigger finger hand for the gun. And here is the sword hand. It does have the correct wrist, which is the vertical hinge for up and down instead of the in and out like his regular fist. Same with his trigger finger sword / gun hand. Also has that hinge right here. Obviously these ones don't. They have the in and out. So that is pretty cool. Let's do what Josh is doing, and I did it quieter. And
dude, I might just cut the top off this sword because I don't like it on the leg. Because I'll probably have it holstered or the bottom. Yeah, probably not the top. I'll probably cut the bottom off though. He looks like Shawn Michaels, dude. We could have got a Shawn Michaels head and done this.
He also people also said that he looks like his deceased brother. RP. Sorry. No, but he was in the show.
No, I know, but I don't think he does. Maybe.
That's what people were saying on the internet.
You put a puka shell. Wow. Put a necklace on him. Shut up. All right, I know what it is.
I think it was mainly just because of the promo images didn't do it justice. And he does come with a new effect. Josh's favorite thing, the lightning effects. He loves them so much.
The lightning effects, and I think they really make a lot of sense when it comes to Zeo. The Zeo and lightning, no, I get it. It's a gimmick, whatever. Like, he looks like Jesus right here.
This one's cool, though. I mean, it's universal if, like, you can find another port to put it on. I think it works with Transformers, too. I would check if I felt like getting up.
They probably work on the Stormtroopers, too, because Stormtroopers have a thing like that, too.
So there's the new effect. It's tiny.
Dude, all right, I like that.
It's cool. Yeah. And I think it takes light really nice. This looks way better on camera than it does in person because of the lights. I'm just saying.
Besides me making a bunch of noises, what was I going to talk about?
Back to action.
Back to action. You were going to talk about the waves and stuff, bro.
Yeah, if I can remember everything. I don't remember them in any order because there was new images leaked today, and I forgot to double check before I hopped on the Zoom.
Were they leaked today, or they leaked a couple days ago?
Maybe like 3 or 4, maybe a week ago by the time this comes out.
God.
What I know so far is that for Wave 7, they're still pushing the idea of the Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the White Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 2, the Z Putty from Season 2, which is Zed's Putty.
All right, what's the difference between whites? You were telling me the difference the other day.
I think they're gonna do either a unique lightning effect or just change something that the original release did not have, kind of like they did with Goldar. Just enough change to get it to pass as a new release. I don't think they're gonna do like the Falcon coin or anything like that. But who knows? But hopefully it's not just a re-release, even though I feel like it is. And I also feel like that will be a 2-pack like the Green Ranger, and won't be like a waste of 2 spots in the Lightning collection, because again, I don't think the putties are worth, even with the Z, worth having as like a standalone figure. I think they belong in like a 2-pack with each other, a 3-pack with each other, or with the White Ranger.
No accessories, like different putties. So
right,
one putty would have the crazy hands, one putty would be regular, and then you sell them at $15 just like that, like the way they do with the Hydra Soldiers for Marvel Legends.
And I mean, they could go a step further and even like kind of make like the super putties that like only appeared maybe a couple times just because of Japanese footage.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. There's a lot of stuff that they're gonna do, but the other part of Wave 7 is Dino Thunder Red, which I'm excited for. He looks okay in the image that we've seen. It's a really rough image. It's not it's real rough, but it's an image. And then the A Squad and B Squad from Power Rangers SPD are stated to be a 2-pack, which I think not 2-pack, a 5-pack, or like a deluxe pack. I don't know how they're gonna do it though. They're either gonna do all of the figures together in like a huge 10-pack, which would be like $200+, and it'd probably be like an Amazon exclusive, like the Psycho Rangers, or like Entertainment Earth, or they'd probably do Walmart just to make us hate ourselves. So that's cool. And then Wave 8, there's some also leaked images of Zeo Yellow, Ninja Storm Yellow, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Black, Adam either with the Operation Overdrive Defender Shield or the Ninjetti version. So there is going to be a difference with that Adam. Again, this is all speculation. It's all theory. We don't have any real hard, solid proof. But I also saw, like I said, I saw the Ninjetti Black Ranger, which we should all be really excited for, with a ninja suit with a mask fully covering his face. I'm sure they'll probably have one either unmasked completely or just with the face showing, kind of like the older figures.
So Samurai Green, when we get that one, do you think we'll get 2 helmets, or do you think we'll get
I hope we get 2 helmets, and I hope it doesn't do the spin thing. The gimmick is cool, but for longevity, I feel like it'd be smarter to do 2 heads. It's Norman Osborn.
Why not? What the fuck?
Also, there's a Tanga from season 3. Tangas are supposedly going to become. He's going to be a single release. Mercury Ranger from Power Rangers Operation Overdrive as well. I think that ties in with Mighty Morphin Black with the Defender Shield, and I think they're going to just like do a double release kind of thing back to back of Adam. And maybe we'll get a Zeo of him and then a Turbo of him after that. But there's lots and lots of new stuff that's always speculated. I guess the Green Ranger replaced in Wave 7 Power Rangers in Space Black. Ooh. Again, this is just information that I have from a picture, which I'll send to Josh, and it'll be somewhere. It'll be somewhere on the screen. Ta-da!
Probably.
Look at this. Yeah.
Right.
But what's nice about the Hasbro figure is it does the colors just about match for the OG Red Battlezord, which is cool. I like that.
That's cool.
I like him a lot. But this is a strong release. It's a strong release for sure.
I like it. This wave was pretty good, man. What is all considered in this wave exactly? Like, do these exclusives, like with Alpha and Zordon, count as an extended version of the wave, or?
I mean, technically, I feel like 2-packs are an extension of the waves because they provide more figures to a certain team that they're trying to build. So, like, when we first were getting Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they released Green Ranger with the putty, and now we have a putty pack. And now they're going into the Z putties, which means they could potentially go on to Zeo and do the same thing throughout every season. So we could get a foot soldier from every season, which is obviously what I want. And then obviously in December, as I've stated in the previous video, that Astronema and Andros are going to be a 2-pack in December, along with Wave 7. And then the SPD packs, I guess they're all around the same time. And Pumpkin Rapper and the Sphinx from Power Rangers, obviously season 1 of Power Rangers. Both of them, we have a pop of the pumpkin wrapper, and we had a couple different versions of the Sphinx over the years. But now we get a $30 price point, $29.99. Unless you're at GameStop, it'll probably be like $32.
The extra couple bucks.
32, 33, something around there. But they're $30. So if we use Alpha and Zordon as a $30 comparison, and then just a standalone figure, I hope to see multiple hands, maybe a couple different heads, like a closed mouth, open mouth, some cool pumpkin heads that can go on the actual figures from Hasbro, like the Hasbro ball joint kind of universal size-ish, give or take a few millimeters here and there, so you can put the actual pumpkins that pumpkin wrapper has on the actual figures. That would be really cool, instead of just having pumpkin bombs like Jack-o'-lantern or the Hobgoblin or the Green Goblin or Carnage Goblin or anybody who throws bombs.
Sorry. I just yawned right in the middle of your sentence.
Who cares?
I've been working long hours, man.
I know. But for you guys, before I switch my camera around so you see my mug, here is the Draken face. Ooh. Just for comparison, is Draken's face. Which again, I still like the hair. It's a little bit limited.
You need to hold them by each other.
Here, yeah.
For a comparison.
Here's a comparison. It's basically the same style, actually.
Yeah, except for this one's more mullety, right?
Yeah. And then here is the... Oh, this is my messed up face, but whatever. Here's the other one. This slick back hair.
What is that?
That's the one that came with the White Ranger. That's what I'm saying. I hope they update it to what he looked like when he got the White Ranger powers. He still had a ponytail, but I mean, he looked better than this. And then for a different line comparison, let me stand up the Zeo and compare the other Zeo Red.
Stand up.
From the Legacy line.
I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the Shady. Dude, Alpha
and besides,
can hold the Zeo gun.
Yeah.
Oh. Oops.
But it's cool. I think the head sculpt is probably one of the more accurate head sculpts that we have of Zeo Red. Obviously, it looks 100,000 times better than the basic figures that came out with the action feature.
5.5.
Yeah, the 5.5 action feature, small, weird toenail head looking guys.
There was like a 9-inch Red Zeo that was pretty cool.
Yeah, the 8-inch series. Those are dope. I have red. No, I have blue, pink, and gold.
Like when Hasbro was gonna buy Power Rangers, I was like, dude, they make Transformers. Hell yeah, the Zords gonna be so wicked and nasty. And then
I told you guys that they weren't. I told you guys that they wouldn't be.
Poo-poo fell out.
The good thing about the Hasbro Megazord is that it's so big. Like, it's a really sizable Megazord. I've watched a couple reviews on it. It's not as clean and like hardy as the Bandai of Japan versions for
right.
Go
BOJ. Shout out to BOJ.
Not that they're like super sturdy or anything either, but like the quality is a little bit better. Give or take the clips.
You still had a Dino Charge one that was really cool and huge.
Yeah, the Japanese version.
Yeah.
I have all of them except for the black version and the blue Spinosaurus Megazord. That's it. But they're like $300. So if I ever want them, they're somewhere for $300.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You guys can find me on Instagram at KLTOYBOX. You can find me on Power Rangers 365 on Facebook. I'm the creator with him, but he doesn't do it anymore, so it's just me and my other admins.
The admin team. Shout out the admins, bro. Shout those guys out, those dirty bastards.
Shout out to, let me see if I can remember all their names. I always forget one person. So shout out to Shy, Brian C. Green, James. Who's James? Yeah, James. Robert, Michael, Nick.
Who are all these people?
Alan Hauser.
Alan.
And that's it.
Chris. Is Chris there?
Oh, and yeah. Oh, no, Chris isn't there. He's doing the Well-Rounded Dude. That's his YouTube channel. It's pretty cool. You should check it out.
I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's called The Well-Rounded Dude. How did you not know? He like blasts about it. He has like sunglass commercials. He has a commercial. He has like his own commercial thing, like high quality.
I still have a morpher from him that I never opened that he wanted me to repaint, but we never decided what he was gonna do. And it was like 2 or 3 years ago. I was like, yeah, man. Like we kind of figured it out, but I never had it settled with him. But
so yeah, shout out to James's Homegrown Kicks on YouTube and Geek Level Asian. Robbie has it.
Oh yeah,
so, yeah I have a big team, a big old team.
Geek Level Asian. He's like one of my favorite people.
Yeah, he's funny. You should watch his video of
his
him
YouTube is really good.
The Ivan Ooze slime, and he has a texture thing, so he like almost gags the whole time. It's pretty funny, and he's really like open and honest about it. But he hates it. He's like, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I hate this kind of stuff. He's like, oh, it even smells awful.
Dude, the way he edits his videos and stuff is really cool too. Like it flows and it's so smooth. It's way better than this shit. So it's like it's just really smooth. I think he was doing comics too. He's like reading comics at one point.
Yeah, he was doing some comics. His videos are nice. They're not all the time, but when they are, they're like high quality. So it's really nice.
Yeah.
Go follow him and subscribe. He has Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put them down in the description. So promote. All of our peoples. Yeah, no, and then I met him when he was like the first time he cosplayed, and that was pretty cool to see him go through that experience.
Was he the Green Ranger then, or was he doing? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Green Ranger. I think he had silver on the way.
Yeah, he did. He has a new silver helmet. He did a review of that, and that's pretty dope too.
I saw a thing for it, but I don't know if I watched it. But I did see him post about it. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with everybody, man.
There's so many people doing cool things.
I think I did a morph sequence for him once. That's how I met him. He's like, hey, man, you want to do a morph sequence? I was like, hell yeah, I'll do a morph sequence.
Yeah, you brought him into 365, and I just left him.
Yeah.
Whenever I need him, he's good.
Yeah, and like I was always like, promote your channel because he's very entertaining. So very informative. Thanks for watching. Remember to be kind to one another. Also,
be good, stay good.
Beard struggle, because look at the beard on Kaori. Jeez.
Me too.
So, but do you know how, Kaori, do you know how you can save 15% on beardstruggle.com?
Wenzilla 35. That's right.
Bam, right down there.
35.
So, yeah, check this shit out. Yeah, and I'm going to put up some pictures, our pictures, all mixed together. So his pictures are his, mine are mine, but I'll still put his logo because people are...
They'll get used to it. You guys will get used to it eventually.
I expect too much other people.
Thanks to Kaori for stopping by, but I gotta add some details to this Red Zeo Ranger. So real quick, I'm gonna add some details if y'all want to join. And then toy photography at the end as per usual. It's morphin' time. All that jazz. Anyway, Zeo Red. Let's just do the little details. The little black wash. Just make that the gold pop. Continue to finish this guy like I did the chest right here, and then I'm going to move on to the arm gauntlets, the belt, and then the leg gauntlets. To everyone that did the Zilla vs. KO challenge, thank you. And right now I'm going to drop your pictures. Anyone who's watching, make sure to go follow all these people who participated and did something, got up off their ass and took alpha and did something with them. Thank you. Thanks again.